I have a track queued up. You want to listen to Mile Run?
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
yeah, I was listening to that last night.
I think I could play it in the chat and it will play on the podcast. So what I was saying
Nice.
before is like this song is it goes really hard and like
Yeah, what do you think about this song, Joe? Like
it's
Connor and I were.
dense. It's dead.
We wrote this together too. This was one where we
Yeah,
fused.
this is one of two Most songs. The other one being "And They Did Go By" from way back on Important Things. Those two songs were like kind of the only songs that we like came together to construct that initial skeleton of the song. And it's funny how like they kind of like similar things kind of happened when like in both of those songs we put our ideas kind of like together like this, and some similar things. So like similar songwriting techniques kind of like came out in that like we kind of like trade back and forth between like the Nick portion of the idea and the Connor portion of the idea, like in this very like it kind of reminds me, Nick, of like when you would cut up those pictures and like overlay them on each
Oh
other.
yeah,
Like
collaging. That's
yeah,
another.
collaging. Yeah, I mean it really is. It's
Stravinsky
musical collaging. It really is. Yeah, but it's funny how that kind of happened with both of these songs, particularly like towards the end of the songs.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so
It was hard though. Yeah.
This one is yeah, I would say I don't want to say it's a hard song. I like the song. It's like it's like where you go, it's the first turn of the record, and I think like the pacing of the record is really good too, like that once you're in you just get like wailed with like some heavy hitter track.
It's a lot, dude.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
sick, though.
It's
Yeah.
the most, dude.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it. Let me know if you could hear it. I guess a thumbs up if you can hear it.
Yeah.
So it opens on the Nick. This is the Nick portion, one of the Nick portions.
And this little rhythm in the background thing is one of those things where I was like doing a weird math analysis thing, and Adam's like, what is that rhythm? I'm like, I don't really know, and we figured out what it actually is. Like,
Some isometric.
The guitar tone is kind of warbly, like on those like comping higher chords. It's nice.
Connor's got an RT20.
An RT, yeah, RT20 with also something else, with just a chorus. The super.
And I have like a chorus going into a tremolo. I think they're like a low delay, maybe.
It's nice.
That's the
And
same.
the vocals are through those same pedals as well.
Yeah.
The sus chord, classic most chord, sus.
A over B, dude.
Yeah.
Adam, did you lay down tambourine on this too?
I did.
Oh yeah.
Later.
This is the counterpart.
Yeah, this is the counterpart. We generally like sing our own parts. You know, like
Yeah.
not a whole lot of overlay, but there's some.
I think something that Connor and I have been talking a lot as far as like odd meter goes and shit. So this part's like in 11, but you kind of feel it in a floatier,
In a 3.
like a 3 with a long 3.
2, 1, 3, yeah. We're all
You know
just
what I mean?
dancing all latent and shit, like.
Do you see what I mean, dude?
Yeah, yo, don't you see it?
So instead of thinking constantly like, what, like you're like 1, 2, 3, 1, you know.
And that's actually straight 5 right there, and now back into 11.
That's turning into a Connor thing, I guess. Play the thing, but in 5.
Yeah.
That's great. This is also like it was fucked playing this live.
This song
Connor's
was
like
very hard.
going 100, 1,000 million. One time my guitar went crazy and like got destroyed, and Adam's drum set, we were in Gainesville. It was just I might have been at fault. I don't know. Matt's part right there.
Yeah, Matt just came in and did that. I never heard that part before he recorded it.
Yeah, that's all the whole half diminished, like -7 flat 5 shit. Back to the Nick part, there's the collaging.
Yeah. So this was a callback to the Nick part from before, and then there's this isometric.
that's the tag that comes back to
Right.
link them.
And this was like
Comes back to Connor.
then it comes back to the Connor Prime part because it's slower.
Roboto Connor.
And this references reintroduction too.
Oh, this is a self-referencing
Yeah, this is a
harmony
self-referencing
here,
song. It's
too.
the same harmony as the reintro, the end of reintro.
Yeah, that bass.
Oh, wait,
motion.
yeah, you'll hear it. This next time around. Right here.
Yeah, like that area. So Connor started playing that 11 time and was like, oh shit, I'll just use these chords. That was so cool that Nick did, dude. Nick, how did you do that?
I was like, I have to write with these chords because Nick used them.
I love your words here too, Connor. The lyrics are brutal.
Thank you, dude.
What's the song about?
Dude, Sean's low in the mix.
I got to scream.
right here. Yeah,
I have screamed on every album so far.
that's the
and I'm
most
so
trick.
glad
We got Sean
you do that.
screaming low in the mix on the parts you do.
So this is actually, that's kind of like an interesting question, Joe, because like Nick and I, like, we don't write our lyrics like together or with any kind of like consideration for like the other person's like lyrics necessarily. Like we're not like
Just come of like
right. So my part of the lyrics are kind of about like feeling like far away from someone that I want to be close with, and like wondering how it is that they're managing to do what they're doing, like, you know, like just how they're like kind of like being strong and exploring like those themes and everything. And then Nick, if you, I don't know if you want to share with
yeah, I think mine are. I mean, that's interesting you say that. I think it's almost like maybe that, but turn toward yourself a bit more, because it's like, it's the beginning's kind of like I'm thinking like, why are people like harboring these weird mindsets when it's like not their fault thing at the same time, and then it's like, wait, I should just think about myself, kind of. Then like I've been up for days in this state, kind of thing, where you're like maybe like dissociated or like distant from yourself even, or something like that, because of thoughts that aren't even necessarily like I don't know, it's like anxiety, I guess, kind of.
Or like first person talking, like going through it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny how like we for At Once, right after At Once came out, we kind of like as a band went through like each song and kind of, I remember we did this, I think we might have been on some tour or something. We went through and kind of like looked at how the story that the record told through the lyrics, because there were